Is it just me, or did Louis Vuitton totally release new notebook covers on the down low? I had no idea about these until they popped up on a random Google search for other notebooks. I'm very tempted, but I've told myself 3 reasons why they're not going to work for me. They're called the Charles notebook cover. This is the PM size, which is described as fitting a A6 size notebook in their full details. It's a actual leather notebook cover, and then the monogram canvas is the little closure with a stud. There is the debossing with the logo here. It looks really nice and luxurious inside. That looks like a suede kind of finish inside, and there's 2 open flaps for fitting in notebooks. Looks like a very timeless design, and there's something nice about that cognac color. And then this is the M, they're calling it the MM. It's a black color with the brown monogram. This one is said to fit an A5, and again, leather. It looks grained, looks like a really lovely leather. I can imagine that feels soft. Same deboss. This I feel like may get a little dirty with that black color, but the 2 flaps and carries through the end. That contrast is really nice. So let me go to the product page just to show the, I think they have the details. Yeah, an A5 notebook fits inside. For completeness, let's go back to the PM, the A6, and it shows here A6 notebook seamlessly slots inside. They make it sound so nice. I also noticed when I went to the cart that they're saying that there's high demand. So perhaps we'll see something about these. I haven't been able to find much at all, and I didn't even know they'd been released. A6 is very appealing, and this is a nice color that I haven't seen on a lot of standard lines. So the 3 reasons. One is it's leather, so it's going to need to be handled with more care than the canvas, the full canvas items. This is my medium rings MM, and this one is 2009, if you can believe it, and it's, you know, able to withstand water, which leather would get damaged if you have water on it. You know, it's very hardy. It's not going to scratch as easy as leather. And so, and I guess there may be a patina on the leather as well. Whether or not you like that is something else. And I also have the smaller size. This is another reason. So this, I don't think represents great value. I know the pre-owned market, you can't really compare. That's not a comparison. But I love this, you know, the hardware. There's beautiful hardware on this. This is also 2009, just by coincidence. And I also like that this doesn't have the same glazing that is on the other edges of these. I don't know what they have on this. Let's see if it's possible to see. It seems like something that would be glazed, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, that looks like it would be glazed. I think, you know, this doesn't have a pen loop. Like this has a pen loop here. I don't have my pen in it right at this moment. I found another pen loop that for $5 that I'm testing out just inside, so I can carry 2 pens. But this does fit another pen in my rotation that has run out of ink. So I like having the pen loop there, and it's just another thing that, you know, I think you're adding value. This has rings in it. This actually even has a little spine that you can stick a spiral bound notebook in. And then the third reason is that it would send me down a rabbit hole, because I don't have either of these sizes right now. So I would have to buy an A6 or an A5 for next year to justify it. And I think that's kind of putting the cart before the horse. So I convinced myself out of that. You might have seen in my cart, I promise this was only just to make it easy to show. But I did also notice these cute, really cute passport covers that are also new, and they're in what they call the Monogram forest coated canvas, and then the lining is cowhide leather. The thing that I noticed about this is you get, for a passport cover, you get 2 open pockets, whereas the standard passport cover, which is, I think it's $390 US at the moment, that has fly leaves, so the top is open. So this might be, I was thinking, oh, this might be, you could use it as a wallet. And the reason I'm drawn to this is I used to have a beagle and he looked just like this guy. So that's really appealing. And these remind me of Flopsy Mopsy. And then I think this one, my kids love Peter Rabbit, Cottontail. And then of course, Peter's in Mr. McGregor's garden. And I like this little detail here too. It's really cute. So that one's tempting. They have a couple of other designs and they all have dogs on them. So just really quickly, this little guy is so cute. Same setup, little squirrel. The woodland creatures are really cute. I think it's funny how they have a dog in the woodland series, but technically these are hunting dogs. So I guess that's and a fox and a hedgehog, very, very cute. And then another little hedgehog here. So yeah, they're really sweet. Oh, it has more images on the back. Very, very cute. That one's cute too. So I'm not going to buy these, but what I did buy, this was a sale from Coach, and I have seen a lot of people talking about the Coach covers. And this looks like it was a special edition. I like how they use a very sturdy seal, because I've had a few packages arrive open with the... That's nice. Oh, that's nice too when it comes off like that. Let's see. See that thing. It's packed nicely. I did not know they've been around since 1941. Kind of nice. Oh, these packaged so nice. I like that. Okay, so one thing's kind of boring, but I'll open that one first because it was to see if it would fit in my smaller planner. I'm planning to use a pocket. Oh, this is really interesting. So this was only $15. I am planning to use a pocket in this from Sterling Ink. Yeah, this is my current passport. I cut my passport in order to push it further in, so that I was worried I was putting pressure on this little comb. And then I was thinking, well, maybe I should just see if I can use it. And I believe the correct, the way they intended was to use one of these spirals, but it's hard to find one that fits. There was one that I looked at that was teeny tiny. And then this is called the Diary Book, 3x5 Diary Book Refill. And you can see 15 or 20 Canadian, 15 US. Open it up. Okay. Oh, it's got a nice little, I did look at some of these. It's got a nice little clear, like, dashboard in front. And then, I don't know why, I don't like this font, but I love this, so. And then personal information. It was pretty standard. Year 26, and then last year and next year, if we're looking at it. These, oh yeah, these are perforated, so that's nice. And then I do like having, in a monthly, they've got the previous month and the next month. Very nice. And weekends are stacked, not so great. They do have holidays in here for the US, Canada. It looks like a few, I think that might be Japan. So it's going to make things busy. And then, oh, I like how they move the calendar around to fit it where it makes sense. Yeah, so there's the monthlies. Oh, hang on. So this has already started. That's now. Actually, this is past. Huh, Oh, it did say 25 to 26. I didn't catch that. Maybe that's, oh, I could have got this earlier. Huh, okay, so that's nice. I didn't know American companies kind of, oh, maybe it's academic. Okay, let's see how far it goes till June, September. Nope, still going. November. Okay, so it goes to December. Okay, December, and that started September 2025. Okay, so we're already a few months in. And then let's go to, today is November 15th. Actually, 16th now. So the weekly is, you know, just a standard weekly. You do have the holidays in here. It's lined, not graph. And then you have, even on the weeklies, you get this month and next month, which I'm constantly looking at those, so that doesn't bother me. And you could maybe write in this space any to-dos. It's not quite as functional, but actually on the go, I don't need it to be that functional. Let's see. So it goes up to just the start of January, I think. Maybe just the last week of December. There we go. Okay, so the first week of January. Okay, that's it. And then future planning, really nice. Oh, nice, coach. I haven't looked through these before. I mean, it's like not as elegant as Sterling ink at all, but it's functional here. Yeah, I like that. Little spot. Oh, 2028. Wow. I guess sometimes you do make appointments a year out. That would be 2 years out. Important dates, so they've got. Kind of nice to have an index because sometimes I look up things and want to know what they are. Personal advisors. Oh, sounds very fancy. Okay. I don't fill those out. Birthday anniversaries, that's really nice. Oh, look, it's got the it's got the birthstone and the birth flower. Gift lists, these are really functional. Someone who uses this made, and web address is okay, so that dates it a little bit. Weights and measures. I actually use this because I have a lot of Australian cookbooks, and then I have to use American kind of packets or whatever, and that's handy. Only 4 notes pages. That's where Sterling ink really wins, and I do use the notes on the run. But let's see, that this is actually what I want to know. I think I might be having to trim it. Oh wow, it fits. Oh, now the question is, oh my gosh, look at that. Gosh, this is going to be. Oh wow, this is, oh, the strap fits a lot better. Gosh, I think I just found the planner I have to use next year, and I'll explain it. What a pity it doesn't have the gold edges, but I don't think I can be so vain. And the pocket can easily go to work because I didn't have my work planner lined up just in case something like this happened. I mean, that's a beautiful fit. I almost have to really look out for this when it comes out again, and worst case scenario, I'll have to try and repurpose these rings. But I really like that. Wow. And then pocket will have to go to work. Well, I mean, I guess technically I could sell it, but I love that pocket. I haven't got it out here with me because it's sitting waiting to start. But that actually gives me all the room I need to. So I'll just show you. And then I actually want to get into the more exciting part. I thought that was going to be the exciting, boring part. I did not think that was going to fit. I had measured it, but it was very close. The pocket, I was going to have to also cut the top because it's flush. So it would be flush, it would look really pretty. And then the gold edges just really get me. And you can see that I had to do that to be able to push this kind of forward and off that. And I felt bad to be putting a lot of pressure. You can see that's harder to do up, but this pushes really as I use it, and it sits in my bag. It goes everywhere, but that pushes on that. By the end of the day, that's kind of all molded to that little, I don't know what it's called, but the little pin. And then this, I really got worried about the strap having, it's really tight with this in it because it's got more than I need. And it kind of sits on top of the pen sometimes. The straps, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but there's some stress. It looks like stress to me on these. You can just see it. It's hard to see on the camera, but you can just see it's kind of I don't want it to have tears in it, and I think it's starting to come away. And this is it's not a standard piece, no longer in production. I think it was like a special edition or limited release. So yeah, you can kind of see I really don't want to be stressing it out. I'm actually really happy to find this. So that's really nice. And I like that I like the layout a lot. So that's really nice. Maybe I can put a little sticker on there. And I can start it now. So to think about that. Then this gives me another pocket. So I kind of like that I get another pocket now, because I had my cash and also like little things like band-aids and things in there. And this is so much easier. There's a lot of room. It doesn't come up against because it just gives you all the room there. So that's actually makes a lot of sense now. It isn't flush here either, but it doesn't look like it wasn't supposed to be. I think it's the right size, because this is the right size, right? So this is perfect. Really nice. Yeah, that's made for that. Because Louis Vuitton stopped making those refills. And I found another company that's very overpriced. And here's my other package. This is supposed to be the main event. Cute. Oh, I'm a sucker for Christmas. You know, I can reuse this every year. And I figured I was going to put my Christmas cards in it. It's an A5 size. And it was a fraction of the price. Here it is. Yeah, 95. So it wasn't on sale. Did I get any deal with it? I don't think so. It just, I just thought it was really pretty. And I didn't want to buy a Coach cover because I have the covers that I like. I guess I can show a comparison. This is just basically comparing MM and medium personal. This is personal rings. And this is not rings. This is kind of a notebook insert. So there's a tiny little, I did mention I like hardware, tiny little clasp there. And then, oh, this does feel nice. I didn't think I was going to like the feel of it. I thought it would feel cheap, to be honest. It's got another, I think this is just a lined notebook that I have seen. I really like that. Oh, the trusty notebook may no longer be the essential instrument it once was to artists and thinkers. Nevertheless, there is something to be said for recording spontaneous bursts of inspiration in your own hand. Well, we all know that. We all agree, Coach. This Coach notebook is crafted with leather expertise that dates back to 1941, when we began as a small family-run workshop in New York City. We had set out with a simple goal to create beautiful functional items in modern shapes and the finest leathers. We hope you enjoy this one for a long time to come. Yeah, that's exactly my plan. So I like that. And then here is, oh, I have seen this too. So here's the little product detail. Get rid of the packaging. And then I had seen that this has, that's really nice, a little embossing. It's very small. This is a Coach notebook, crafted to last. It was made to hold your most important notes. Bring it with you wherever you go. It's yours to keep. Oh, very cute. And it looks like they even, I don't know if they've got a serial number. That seems like it's like kind of over the top. So two-tone inside. That feels really beautiful. There is only one flap or one space to put a notebook. I wanted to test the A5, so I brought this is my A5 sterling ink, and I don't imagine it will have any issues. Yep, there's room to put that in, it looks like. This is from this year. It was the part 2 vertical, and this came in 2 parts. I bought the second part when it was on sale, or they sold the second part, so it was more affordable. That's nice. There's a lot of room in here, but actually not really planning to put a notebook in. I'm planning to see if I can put my Christmas cards or Christmas related things. So maybe I'll put a notebook that has, you know, Christmas menu, gifting, but I don't have an A5 notebook for that right now. Probably I would just use this one. And then the real plan was to have the Christmas cards either on on discs or punched and put on the little rings that are transferable. So I think that's going to be really fun. And I think for a fraction of what I was looking at in the Louis Vuitton store, which I wasn't seriously looking at it, I just was lusting. That's probably correct. I was lusting after it. I'm not going to buy those. I think they had that in there for me. No, I'm not sure. So, yeah, very pretty. Very cute. I don't know what color this is. It's hard. I don't know if my lighting is picking it up properly, but oh, it carries onto the back at Christmas. We're going to be reading the, I've forgotten the name of the book. The one about Christmas, the Express, it's not the Orient Express. What is it? Yeah, that's one of my favorites. I should have had that out. So Christmas comes early. Okay, well, hope you guys are having a nice week. Talk to you later.